What is up, homies? Welcome back to another movie reaction from Here's Reforged. We are watching The Martian in anticipation of the recent release of Project Hail Mary, another Andy Weir book. I literally just got home from watching Project Hail Mary on IMAX 70mm, and it's unreal. It's such a good movie, and it looks so incredible in that format. I know IMAX 70mm is very rare and it's hard to come by these days. IMAX, you gotta fix that. But if you have an IMAX 70mm presentation available near you, definitely hugely recommend you see it because it's really, really special. In terms of this movie, I actually have not seen this movie in like 10 years, 12 years. It's been a long time. A long time since I've seen it.
Yeah.
So
last time I saw it was in theaters when it came out. So yes.
Yeah.
Wow. However long ago that was. Yeah.
Oh, it's a 2015 movie, so I guess I haven't probably seen it since like 2017. So it's been It's crazy to think that that's almost 10 years ago. Nuts. It's been a hot minute. I'm looking forward to revisiting this one though, because I know it got a lot of accolades too.
Luckily, I'm in a spacey mood. Saw Project Hail Mary on Sunday. By myself. Sunday morning.
You went to the movies? That's crazy.
Damn, dude.
So everybody was talking about this one, and I was like, you know what? I cannot miss this one. My wife and Hector's wife were out of town, and I was like, okay, right now is the perfect time. I found the earliest show Sunday morning. Nobody was there. My own recliner seat. Just me and the movie, and I was vibing. I cried like a baby, and it was great.
I can't believe it. I'm the one that hasn't seen Project Hail Mary yet. I gotta get on that. I gotta find some time.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I can't wait.
It's really good.
I don't remember this movie making me cry. Okay, ready?
Yeah, I think it made me laugh more than anything, but we'll see. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. None of this is familiar. Maybe I only saw it in theaters once, honestly. Maybe I don't even know if I've seen it on Blu-ray.
That ain't Mars.
It's crazy how they actually went to Mars to shoot this movie.
All right, team, stay inside of each other.
Oh, they are on Mars. Okay.
Happy to turn the radios off from here, Commander. Just say the word.
Wait, Johansson, that constant communication is the hallmark of any team that... No.
How many samples do we need, Commander?
700 grams each.
Guys, turn the comms back on. I remember this now. Turn the comms back on. Turn the comms back on.
Commander, you should come inside. You're gonna want to see this.
What is it?
Storm warning. The storm's gonna be a lot worse.
Oh, this whole storm thing is at the very beginning? Okay, I definitely forgot.
Martinez, how's it look?
Oh,
not good.
My God.
You guys.
Yikes.
Get inside.
Begin abort procedure.
They are estimating with a margin of error. We should wait it out.
Let's wait it out.
No.
Prep emergency departure.
Commander?
We're scrubbed. That's an order.
Emergency departure.
Anyone gets lost, hone into my suit's telemetry. You ready?
Ready!
Y'all weren't ready. Son of a...
Foolish.
Why does space make everything more stressful?
Also, like during the pandemic,
if this was a sandstorm on Earth, I'd be like, okay, well, they'll be fine.
All right,
no,
wait it out.
Line up! Walk west. He may be prone. We don't want to step over him.
Commander?
And that they're about to lose the ship.
What about you, Commander?
I'm gonna search a little longer.
Brother, get back. What are you searching for?
Mark! Mark! Can you hear me?
Commander, I know you don't want to hear this, but Mark is dead.
Come on, Bucky.
Bucky would never say that.
Commander! Mark!
The calmness in their voices is letting me know that I could never be an astronaut.
Ready to go on your command. Ready to launch.
You guys know that this is a prequel to Interstellar, right? Just making sure we're clear on that.
It's also a prequel to Aliens. Not Alien, but the lesser-known movie Aliens.
The storm approaching the Ares 3 mission site on Mars.
Harry Dunn.
Unfortunately, during the evacuation, astronaut Mark Watney was struck by debris and killed.
Yeah. Oh.
Mr. Sanders, how could this happen?
Dr. Sanders!
That's also a shit job to have to stand up there and
To take
Sure
your
about
best
that?
guess.
But by like all metrics of this mission, by all you
Yeah.
know, recordable data, he is dead. He's gone.
Right.
Oxygen level critical.
Need that as my alarm clock.
Oxygen level critical.
Oxygen level. Get up. Time to get up.
What are you doing?
Oh yeah, he got punctured. Oh
Yeah.
god. Man, 2015 was a hell of a year.
Mm-hmm.
These VFX look good for 2015.
Jesus. Hey! Yeah, this is the part that's rough. Having to like operate on yourself, basically stitch yourself up or staple yourself shut.
Oh,
You are on Mars by yourself. Like, this is nuts.
anesthesia it
I
up.
believe so. Numbing agents, yeah. Yeah, dude, this whole thing is
there
built
more?
up.
Is there more metal
Yeah.
in there? There's more metal. in there. I know that anesthesia is mainly topical. It doesn't really go past the skin.
I'm gonna pass out. I'm just gonna pass out right now.
That was a big old chunk of metal.
I'm not sure, but I think
Staple
he
it
was
up.
like
Staple it up, baby.
checking to make sure that it was the end of that stick and maybe only end and there's nothing else in there. I think.
Yeah. As if I didn't need to be more confused. Because I always get the confused. Mark Wahlberg and Matt Damon.
I'm alive. I'm guessing that's going to come as a surprise to my crewmates and to the entire world, really. So, surprise. Managed to seal the breach in my suit, which kept me alive.
Wow.
I have no way to contact NASA, and even if I could, it's going to be 4 years until a manned mission can reach me.
Holy shit.
Eventually, I'm going to run out of food. So, yeah.
There's another thing that a lot of people don't talk about is when you're in space, you get lethal doses of radiation because you have no atmosphere to block you. So you're getting doused with radiation.
I wouldn't be able to sleep. I'd be freaking out. One little puncture from the window. I guess they didn't get to pack up the way they would have because they had support. So, like, he's doing that for them. That's very nice.
I'm not going to die here.
This is great. I do love a survival movie. That's also like Castaways in my top 10 movies of all time. Do not open till Thanksgiving.
Taters? Ooh. Potatoes.
Our service mission here was supposed to last 31 souls. For redundancy, they sent 68 souls worth of food. That's for 6 people. I got to figure out a way to grow 3 years worth of food here.
My God.
On a planet where nothing grows.
And
Luckily,
lack of water.
I'm a botanist.
I'm a botanist, baby.
That's funny.
Mars will come to fear my botany power.
Botany powers. That's a lot of choro.
It's a lot of poops.
Shit.
Staple came out.
Oh no. Ah, yes. Lock in some moisture.
You Mars.
I think that might be the only F word in the movie. Uh-oh.
Yo, it's a Jesus.
And this film, just like the book, it's full of humor.
Ah.
Oh my God.
Scoop of poo and a potato.
It's crazy. Botany is
A bit of
magical.
grape juice.
I have created 126 square meters of soil. So I gotta make a lot more water. Good thing is I know the recipe. You take hydrogen, you add oxygen, you burn. It'll separate into N2 and H2. And then if I just direct the hydrogen into a small area.
I'd be dead. I'm dead. This is why I'm never going to be an astronaut. I'm stupid. I'm stupid to be an astronaut.
Everything they sent us up here with is flame retardant, with the notable exception of Martinez's personal items. I am sorry, Martinez, but if you didn't want me to go through your stuff, you shouldn't have left me for dead.
Oh shit!
Woo!
Oh my god, look at him! Oh my god,
he's all toasty.
I blew myself up.
Oh my god.
Best guess, I forgot to account for the excess oxygen.
Oh, like in the.
Yeah.
My calculations.
Oxygen is highly
Because I'm
flammable.
stupid.
Because I'm stupid.
I'm gonna get back to work here just as soon as my ears stop ringing.
I hate that sound.
5 guys at Caltech were trying to make rocket fuel and they nearly burned down their dorm.
I was literally at Caltech 30 minutes ago.
Now we have a space program.
That's where we go walk our dog.
I'd be too nervous to sleep.
Look at all that water.
Delicious high quality H2O, the water.
High quality H2O. Here's what I appreciate about this movie. We got straight to the survival. 2 minutes of like panic, and now we're just like, okay.
While his loss will be deeply felt,
Jeez.
Mark's leaving behind, and they ensure his sacrifice will not be in vain.
Is every fucking Marvel actor in this movie? Jesus.
I need you to authorize my satellite time.
Not gonna happen.
We're funded for 5 Ares missions. I think I can get Congress to authorize a 6th.
Another mission? Congress won't reimburse us for a paperclip.
Okay, consider this. Right now, the world's on our side. Sympathy for the Watney family. Ares 6 could bring his body home. We don't say that's the purpose of the mission, but we make it clear that that would be a part of it. We frame it that way. More support from Congress, but not if we wait a year.
He's not wrong.
We wait a year, nobody gives a shit.
Ding dong. Is that Mackenzie Davis? Oh, I didn't realize she was in this movie.
Satellite communications.
Mindy Park.
Singapore.
See Mackenzie Davis and I just want to rewatch Blade Runner 2049.
I know, she's great in that.
Yo, this son of a bitch growing potatoes?
Enhance.
Oh yeah, the thing moved.
Enhance.
Sol 18, Sol 54.
Yep.
Womp womp.
I need the emergency contact for Vincent Kapoor. Yes, him. Yes, it's an emergency.
Stupid ass question you asking me.
An hour later, there.
How sure?
The 3 like heads of NASA.
You've got to be shitting me.
Kristen Wiig's in this? All right.
Solar panels have been cleaned.
It could have been cleaned by wind.
Come on, Harry.
Why don't we just ask Lewis? Let's get on Capcom and ask her directly right now.
No, they have another 10 months on their trip home. Space travel is dangerous. They need to be alert and undistracted.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but you have not thought this through. I mean, what are we going to say?
You're America. Our bad.
Turns out he's alive and we left him on Mars. Our bad.
Literally, our bad.
I mean, he's 50 million miles away from home. He thinks he's totally alone. He thinks we gave up on him. I mean, what does that do to him, man, psychologically?
He's having a party.
The hell is he thinking right now?
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
I'm definitely gonna die up here. My God, Commander Lewis, couldn't you have packed anything from this century?
Who doesn't like disco?
What attempts have been made to make contact with Mark Watney?
We're working on it.
Does he have enough supplies to survive?
We'll be looking into that.
You went to the Kevin Feige School of PR.
The next NASA mission is Ares 4, and it's supposed to land at Schiaparelli Crater, 3,200 kilometers away. In 4 years, when the next Ares crew arrives, I'll have to be there.
That is crazy. 4 years.
That's wild. I forgot about this part. Yeah.
I've got one working rover designed to go a max distance of 35 kilometers before the battery has to be recharged at the hab.
Oh, God.
This journey is going to take me 50 days. I got to live for 50 days inside a rover with marginal life support the size of a small van. I'm going to have to science the shit out of this.
Trailer, baby. That's the line of the movie.
That was from the trailer.
I have doubled my battery life by scavenging Rover 1, but if I use the heater...
Nah, hell no.
I will burn through half my battery every day.
Mm-hmm.
If I do not use my heater, I will be slowly killed by the laws of thermodynamics.
Yeah, dude.
I would love to solve this problem right now, but unfortunately, my balls are frozen. I can't. I'm calling it.
It's just another problem to solve. How to unfreeze your balls.
Rockies. Yep.
I have scoured every single data file on Commander Lewis's personal drive. This is officially the least disco song she owns.
Baby, this evening.
And that's still very disco.
Hot stuff, baby, tonight.
Oh, my God.
He's into
Very
it, baby.
appropriate.
That's
very
stuff.
appropriate that it's called hot stuff, and he's got that hot stuff back
Hot
there
stuff.
that could kill him.
But if we could talk to him, we would tell him to stay put and to trust that we are doing everything in our power to bring him home alive.
She's like, you shouldn't have said that.
They grew even better than I expected.
Damn, he's got some healthy turds.
The smaller ones I'll reseed. The larger ones are my food supply. All natural, organic, Martian-grown potatoes. And by the way, none of this matters at all if I can't figure out a way to make contact with NASA.
I know what I'm going to do.
The landscape shots are beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unless he's not taking a direct route. I mean, he might be trying to avoid some obstacle.
This has a Daily Planitia. There's nothing out there except the...
What?
I need a map.
Finish your sentence, my boy.
I know where he's going. I need to get on an airplane.
Huh? What it is?
He's going to another place on Mars. And he flew to the Jet Propulsion Lab.
Oh, did something land there?
An old land site. A communication system that they lost contact with in 97.
Mm-hmm. A rover, maybe?
Is this the replica?
This is her.
Okay, let's see it.
Pathfinder.
I remember this when we were kids.
I do not remember this when we were kids.
Oh.
Well, it's a good thing he's got a working crane up there on Mars, huh? Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to do any of this shit.
$1997. That is some old tech.
That's crazy.
You sons of bitches! Hello!
Holy shit. Okay. Signal applied.
Crazy.
Okay, camera.
Wow.
What the hell? Good morning, you bastards. Oh, no audio.
Yeah, he's got to write stuff down.
Are you receiving me? Point the camera at yes.
This won't exactly be now Algonquin round table of snappy repartee.
Tell.
Okay.
What are you looking
for? Up and move the
you
camera.
Want him to write a you want him to write a poem? What's going on?
Someone cheer for me, please. Literally hot potato.
One of these days, I'm gonna like make baked potatoes and then watch this movie, and it's gonna taste so good.
F-O-7
Oh, wow. Crazy.
How are you?
Yeah. How are you? How alive?
Listen. Wake up.
Here's my paragraph response.
Yeah, luckily he can write.
Oh, true, yeah.
Not their fault. He wrote on there, not their fault.
Yeah.
Oh,
If I hack a tiny bit of code, just 20 instructions in the rover's operating system, NASA can link the rover to Pathfinder's broadcasting frequency.
Wow.
Nice.
Guys.
This is Vincent Kapoor. We've been watching you since all 54.
wow. And now he's in the rover getting that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. So emotional for him to be reading this much.
Yeah, talking with somebody.
Yeah, people directly talking to him.
Glad to hear it. Really looking forward to not. How's the crew? What did they say when they found out I was alive?
No, we haven't told the crew you are alive. We need them to concentrate on their mission.
What the f...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got away with it by just silently just having him mouth it.
What the F word? F word in German form, F word again is wrong with you.
Everything you type is being broadcast.
Fuck. Please.
I want to know what he wrote.
Oh, they never showed. That's funny.
No.
They've been flying for 4 months.
Damn, that's a great shot. Is that a model?
Commander Lewis?
Go ahead.
We got some news.
Oh, there's a video message. It's addressed to the whole crew.
Oh, God.
Mark Watney is still alive. We'll give you a write-up of what happened, a full write-up of everything. But it's not your fault. Mark stresses that every time it comes up.
Every time it comes up.
Holy shit, he's alive.
I left him behind.
Oh my God.
He's alive. He's alive though.
Jessica Chastain. She made the call. I left him behind.
They want constant updates on every HAB system, and they got a room full of people trying to micromanage my crops. Look, I mean, I don't mean to sound arrogant or anything, but I am the greatest botanist on this planet. So,
Why'd you come down here and plant these potatoes yourself, you son of a bitch?
You dingus.
they say that once you grow crops somewhere, you've officially colonized it. So, technically, I colonized Mars.
I hate this margin. 912 sols worth of food. We get there on 868. And that's assuming nothing goes wrong.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Oh no, God. Oh my Lord.
You jinxed
Holy
it.
shit, that is aggressive. What? Didn't he just do that same stunt in Interstellar the year before? Bro, you are gonna run out of suits and helmets soon.
Suit pressure stable.
Talk about a commercial for duct tape.
Duct tape?
Jeez.
Yeah, I know.
There goes his beautiful lab.
Yeah, man. And
With
there's
his
still
freeze-dried potatoes.
We're like basically only hitting the halfway mark.
Did they just say minus 62 degrees?
Mm-hmm.
Holy God.
Complete loss of pressure boiled off most of the water. Any bacteria that survived died in the sub-zero temperatures when exposed to Mars's atmosphere.
We need 13 days to mount the boosters, perform inspections, which gives Bruce and his team 47 days to make this pro. I'll let you call Bruce. Give him the news.
Okay, I'm gonna need a change of clothes.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
You know what's crazy, you guys? Sometimes when we were working in VFX, it felt like that kind of pressure was on us, and it was not needed. We were not flying to space and saving a man's life. Jesus.
Sorry, we left you behind on Mars, but we just don't like you.
Every day I go outside and look at the vast horizon just because I can.
Will do, buddy.
Talk about a morale boost, though, you know?
You got to feel a little bit of like hope knowing that there's people out there that know where you are, coming for you, or so they say. Jeez.
Duct tape. It'll save your life.
I'm telling you. Maybe like put a little mound of dirt over it too, just to like, I don't know.
Pressure stable.
Oh my God, that would make me so nervous.
Yeah.
Seriously, dude. Seriously, dude.
This little piece
Crazy.
of plastic is just keeping you alive in there. Any little gust of wind could just rip it open.
Oh,
yeah.
He's feeling that.
Yeah.
We're feeling that right now.
I would never be within 3 steps of my spacesuit.
Fuel requirement is nearly identical. Heck, it'd almost be easier if you, I need more coffee.
Jesus.
Almost easier to what? You do understand I'm your boss, right?
We need to see Donald Glover in more stuff, man.
Watney's rations 4 more days. You're not going to like it, but that'll get us to 15, and we'll cancel the inspections.
Sir, if that ever got out.
It's on me. You got your 2 weeks.
It's on me, he said. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And now they've asked me to do that.
Stretch the rations 4 more days is a real dick punch. I'm gonna dip this potato in some crushed Vicodin.
Oh my God.
Attaboy.
What?
Attaboy.
Nobody who can stop me.
And there's nobody who can stop me. That's my druggist son.
Ooh. I don't know if it's true with every pill, but I hear when you take it out of the casing like that, it's a little more dangerous.
No idea.
Because the casing helps like take it directly to where it's supposed to go, as opposed to just like absorbing into any part of your body when you just take it like that.
Go up here.
Hey, whatever, man. You might die.
Yeah, do what you gotta do, homie.
Yeah.
No judgment here.
We'll go for launch.
Ignition 1. Lift off. PVCs look good.
Get him that food.
I was so nervous. I was like, I can't remember if this thing blows up or not.
We are getting a very large procession.
God damn it, Augustine. Why'd you have to say something?
Son of a... I Jeff Daniel'd it. Son of a bitch.
Force on Iris is 7 Gs. You lost readings on the Pope flight.
Oh, shh.
U.S. ashore Stockton, reporting debris falling from the sky.
Jeff Daniels
Lock the doors.
took a risk of a 1 in 20.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There would be like a necessary, need for those tests. 1 in 20. And he's just out there depressed, like he's got to eat a little piece of meat and a potato every day.
Tell them I love what I do, and I'm really good at it. Dying for something big.
For something big.
And beautiful. And greater than me. Tell them I said I can live with that.
I think it's much more powerful.
Thank you for being my mom and dad.
To tell your parents, I love what I do is more powerful than I love you. They know you love them, but I love what I do.
Included protein cubes for the standard.
就从航天的角度来解决问题，寻求合作。
Yes.
They saved your ass, dude. That's the Project Hail Mary. China saved our asses.
Yes. All right. Thanks to my Uncle Tommy in China. We are now going to attempt to finish it in 28.
All of these like numbers throughout the movie are just like, you've normally got 64 days, do it in 14. You're like, what the fuck, dude? This
you
is
have
crazy.
8 hours.
Yeah.
Go.
My name is Rich Purnell. I work in astrodynamics, and you should hang up the phone right now.
All right. You got them crazy eyes.
Yeah.
What the hell is Project Elrond?
I had to make something up.
Yeah, but Elrond?
Because it's a secret meeting.
That Sean Bean was in the Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
Okay, let's pretend that this stapler is the Hermes, and I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Teddy. I'm the director.
Oh my God.
We start accelerating immediate to preserve velocity and gain even more. We don't intercept with Earth at all, but we come close enough to get a gravity assist and adjust course.
The old slingshot maneuver.
Slingshot, yeah.
We can do a flyby.
Or good's a flyby if we can't get Watney off the surface.
Watney would intercept using the MAV.
Oh my God.
And then we just head home. I've done the math.
Rich?
Yes, sir.
Get out.
Leave the math. You go get some coffee.
We need to use the Taiyan Shen.
What am I missing? Why is that?
Because we can only do one.
Send Watney enough food to last till Ares.
Or try to save him.
Either have a high chance of killing one person or a low chance of killing 6 people. How do we make that decision?
We don't have to make it, Bruce. He does.
Teddy does.
Yep.
We still have a chance to bring 5 astronauts home safe and sound.
Let them make that decision.
We're going with option 1.
You goddamn coward.
But you see, he's just mathing this, like bringing 5 people home safe.
Yeah.
I love this movie and the story because there really isn't an antagonist. I don't see Teddy as the bad guy.
No.
I see him as the person who is taking on the responsibility of making those calls.
Can I bother you for a second?
Where are you?
The gym.
Just like a boss does, like your actual boss has to make those kind of calls.
Good, right, a good leader. Yeah.
If it's mission critical, we die.
Sign me up.
All right, cowboy, slow down.
Hell yeah, Luis.
It will be over 900 days of space, so yes.
How about yes?
Let's go get him.
Avengers, assemble.
Yeah.
Rich Parnell is a steely-eyed missile man.
Flight guidance. Hermes is off course.
Rich Parnell is a steely-eyed missile man.
They've adjusted course.
Whoever gave them the maneuver, they only passed along information. Crew made the decision on their own.
When this is over, I'll expect your resignation.
I understand.
Bring our astronauts home.
I forgot this guy was on Mars.
The plan is for me to use that to go into orbit. Just as the Hermes is passing, I guess they catch me?
Good Lord.
And luckily I have the greatest minds on planet Earth helping me with this endeavor.
I love that, of course, they're testing everything, back on Earth, making sure that
yeah,
with his tools and materials, like, can they do this thing can he do what they're asking him to do?
533 days longer, and you said yes to this?
He would have done the same for me, and you know that.
He would have done the same for me.
Cheese. You do cheese. Cheese.
Hey, baby.
Hey.
I got something for you. Found it in the flea market. Original pressing.
ABBA.
ABBA's greatest hits.
We haven't done things that way since Apollo 9. Did you get that?
All right. Oh, dang. Really rationing.
He'd been barely eating those potatoes. He's got that castaway beard.
Means I'm going to be taking a craft over in international waters without permission, which by definition makes me a pirate. Space pirate.
Space pirate. Oh, that's so great, dude. Like, if this really happened, dude, Mark Watney's logs would be studied in every school. Like, it would be so fun to watch through those.
Forgot your helmet, homeboy.
He did.
Space pirate. This has got to be the most nerve-wracking day.
Everywhere I go, it's a strange feeling. 4.5 billion years, nobody here. And now, me.
That's crazy.
Don't like those 4 tornadoes back there and the lightning.
How's he doing?
He asked us to call him Captain Blondebeard.
What?
Well, technically, Mars would be under maritime.
Yeah, no, I know. He explained it to us.
He explained it to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great shot transition right there.
Problem is the intercept velocity. It can't enter Mars's orbit. So in order for Mark to escape Mars's gravity...
I forgot about this. Son of a... Oh, now I remember.
A second. You want a remote control descent with no backup comms?
He's not even got to the advanced stuff yet.
You want to send a man into space without the front of his ship?
We're gonna have him cover it with tab canvas. Look. It'll be high enough that there's practically no air.
You want to send him into space under a tarp.
Oh my God.
Joe.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
You think he means it like, are you kidding me?
he doesn't mean it like that, dude.
Or like, are you kidding me?
I think it might be the second one.
Could be the first way. Are you kidding me?
No.
Are you kidding me?
I'm so excited for this plan. Adam is just fully stressed out at this point.
Pretty much. How can you not be?
I'm just trying not to think about it. I'm glad I'm not there.
You want the
Jeez.
Good Lord.
And he's so weak and barely eating potatoes, and they make him do all this shit.
My God.
His teeth, his pirate teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really just stripping that thing down. That is ridiculous. Insanity.
Jeez.
Vogel, your Beck's back up. Everything goes well. You pull them on board with a tether. You go out after them.
Yep. God, this is tense.
No big deal.
But they're smart and they're capable. Eat that cat food. Well, not eat cat food. Eat it.
I will not eat the cat poop.
She saved my life. Oh, man. Do you guys ever think about, like, how you can never go to the moon or to Mars? Does a thought ever pop into your head?
No, because
Makes
I know
me
I can never
sad.
go there, so I'm just like, nah.
Here outside Johnson Space
Rather
Center.
just not get sad by thinking about that.
Hector, you just need to be a Kardashian sister and you'll be all right.
Takes 24 minutes for them to get the answer to any question they ask. The whole launch is 12 minutes, so they're on their own.
Listen, God willing, we make it to at least like the 2080s. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
The first commercial space cruiser goes to the moon.
Cutting off that pirate beard, my boy.
Yeah. I think if anything, I wouldn't say I necessarily have thought about planets in our solar system, but I've definitely thought about planets or like other solar systems, you know, like when could we get to to that point?
Yep.
Mission Control, this is Hermes Actual. We will proceed on schedule.
About 2 minutes, Watney. How you doing down there?
I'm good.
Oh,
Nice to hear your voice.
I know. I'm anxious. Man.
Thanks for coming back for me.
Thanks for coming back.
You're in Martinez's hands now.
God.
Tell that asshole no barrel roll.
Capcom, go. Remote
This
command.
is why you hire Matt
crazy.
Damon.
Recovery.
This is why you hire Matt Damon. He's so good, man.
Go. Copy, we'll go.
T-minus 10, 7, warning clamps released.
Also crazy that like people
all
in New
rocket ships are
York,
penises.
all over the world, are like listening to this broadcast. They can't see anything.
That's a lot of G's. Oh, bye-bye.
Oh my god. That did not make it. She said it's okay for you to pass out, dude. Pass out.
He's probably passed out. He pulled 12 G's on the ascent. Back to automatic guidance.
He's gliding now.
Oh my
And the other thing is
God.
that back on Earth, they're like 12 minutes or more behind. So so
Yeah.
what they're listening to, like,
Yeah.
all this shit already happened.
Distance at intercept will be 68 kilometers apart.
Come on, guys, keep it together. Work the problem.
If we use 75.5% of remaining altitude.
Work the problem. Work the problem.
Oh my
Hang on,
God.
it brings the range to 0, but the intercept velocity will be 42 meters per second.
What? 42 meters per second. Jesus.
Oh my God.
Martinez, burn the jets.
Copy that.
Dude, I'm not gonna sleep tonight. This movie always gets me jacked up, dude. I'm like, to give our viewers at
Motherfucking
home.
space, dog.
Mag to Hermes.
Watney?
Affirmative.
Okay.
I
But
live,
he's
bitch.
spinning wet to face. He cannot do it. His chest hurts. He cannot breathe.
Well, we've corrected the intercept range, but we've got a problem with the intercept velocity.
How big a problem?
42 meters a second.
Shit.
He's going fast.
Poke a hole in the glove of my EVA suit. I could use the escaping air as a thruster. It would be easy to control because it'd be on my arm.
Okay, Iron Man.
Consider this. I'd get to fly around like Iron Man.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Let's go Iron Man.
Let's go, Iron Man.
With all these damn Marvel actors in there, all right.
Yeah, that's really fun.
What happens if we blow the valve? It'll give us a good kick.
Yeah, but also blow the nose off the ship.
We would seal the bridge and the reactor room. Everywhere else will go vacuum.
Jeez, what?
Can you make a bomb with what you have on board?
Hang on, you guys making a bomb without me?
Can you do it?
Homie, don't poke your head out.
Yeah.
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 Beck, leave your suit on. Meet Johansson in airlock 1. We'll open the outer door. I need you to place the charge on the inner door.
Copy. I'm on my way.
Oh my God. Okay.
Nothing can be simple in this.
I'm in, Commander.
Copy that.
You know, Project Hail Mary made me less stressed because there's only one character.
Yeah,
This shit? No.
Vogel, where are you?
But he was also doing his mission in Project Hail Mary. Again, I haven't seen it. Don't spoil it. To save all of Earth. It's a little different than these guys, which is like we're saving one guy.
I want all the memorials back home to be about me. Just me.
I should have left this guy on Mars.
Oh my God.
Sugar?
Yeah.
Spice and everything nice.
Make sure you're not in here when this thing goes off. Be careful out there.
Oh, brother.
Don't tell anyone I did that.
You gotta have a little romance, baby. You gotta have a little romance.
Bomb set.
What's the intercept distance?
God.
260 meters approximate.
That fool just did that. That's risky business, dude.
Commander.
Distance is too far. I'm going out.
10 seconds.
5.
Oh my God.
1.
Whoa. Massive deceleration.
Yeah, just getting yanked the other way.
Yep.
Absolutely, positively yeeted.
What's the relative velocity? 12 meters per second.
Oh, wow. That cut it down a lot.
Done.
This makes me want to watch Gravity in 3D. Another good space
Dude,
movie.
That
Stressful
shit
as
is
hell.
incredible.
Yeah.
Talk about stressful, dog.
What's the intercept range?
I'm checking.
And Gravity is
312
such a
meters.
good
Did
movie.
you say 312?
There's a big thing about it that makes no sense, but I don't care because it's a good movie.
I could give a shit about everything
Exactly.
being 100% accurate. Even in
Exactly.
this movie, you know, like,
Yeah.
and I know Hail Mary, same thing. Andy Weir was like, accuracy. And I'm like, sure, man. It's a space adventure.
Sure.
Whatever.
I got this.
Yeah.
Aye. Wow. Oh, God.
Get that shit under control, homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Iron Man.
On my way, Commander.
Whoo, shit.
Oh my god, dude. Palm's
He's just
so sweaty.
freeballing it in space, dude. What the hell?
Copy. Adjusting course.
Oh my god. That is ridiculous.
6 meters.
Oh, shit.
Grab onto the line. There you go. There you go.
Hold on, Mark.
All right, Mark Wahlberg.
Marcus.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh no.
Yeah. A great visual.
God damn.
I got him.
Jeez.
It's 11:30 and I really want to stand up and scream and clap, but I will have my wife murder me if I do that.
It's good to see you. You have terrible taste in music.
It's a wonderful. I mean, she in her mind left him behind. And she got him.
And she's the person who went out to get him.
Watney is secure. Come on, man.
In outer space with Mark Watney after a very long time has been successfully rescued.
Yeah, well, now they still got to get home.
Yeah.
Hey, handsome.
Beck, close the hatch.
Holy shit.
Hey, guys. I know they're astronauts. I got to keep their cool together. I'd be crying.
There's a little smell going on over there. But no, I haven't had a shower in a year.
Oh my god.
I follow a lot of space content creators on my social media reels, and apparently the smell inside of space stations smells like burnt barbecue and trash. So they wouldn't smell him. They wouldn't smell him at all.
Yeah, maybe you might be right. Unless he's like so funky, it's overpowering.
Yeah,
is that because
exactly.
that's the smell of space? Like some of the actual smell of
the actual smell of
Wow.
space, but also the
That's scary.
bathroom situation with the number 2 doesn't contain a lot of the smells. So,
Hey there.
This guy must love French fries now.
Morning, sir.
Day one.
Jeez. How do you go back to regular? I mean, I guess you have to.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You do the math. You solve one problem, then you solve the next one, and then the next. And if you solve enough problems, you get to come home. Questions?
And what do you hope to achieve this time around?
Well, no, the goals have always been the same for the Ares program. This time, of course, we hope to bring all the astronauts back at the same time.
Shit. My god.
This is flight. We are go for launch on schedule.
Everything looks good. AGC.
Michael Pena back up there.
I wouldn't go back out to space after all that. I would not.
Really?
T-minus 10, 9. Main engine start. 7, 6.
I would also stay in that beautiful house. I would never go back up
Yeah.
to space if I were Jessica Chastain.
And liftoff as the crew of the Ares 5 begin the next chapter of American space exploration.
But she's looking, and I'm sure she's feeling lots of feelings.
A lot of PTSD. And Sean Bean didn't die.
Resignation.
This is also like such a stacked cast of really acting actors.
This cast is crazy. We need more feel-good movies, you guys.
I think I really forgot like how quickly it jumps into the actual mission.
Yeah.
I had some of the events scrambled, and I thought that the movie started on Earth and then them going to Mars, and then the whole thing with the storm, and then rescuing him. So I had a little bit of extra in there that was not a part of it, but it's really good. Like you guys were saying, it's incredibly well paced. and it just moves. And I think part of it is because it doesn't waste time doing a lot of like backstory build up, like what's the mission, when you know we're gonna do the training, like it just gets into it. And I'm assuming this just is a testament also to how Andy Weir writes his books, because this is also adapted from his book by Drew Goddard, and Drew Goddard also did Hail Mary. And not to give anything away, but like it's very similar in that movie too. You kind of just get thrown into the middle of like what's happening, and then the movie slowly reveals how you get there. And I like that. I mean, I feel like it just, some movies obviously need it, but I feel like between these two movies, you don't really need the buildup of like how you get there. The movie gives you everything you need to know, and then it's really just about the journey of like what is the mission, whether it's a rescue mission or it's whatever, you know, the other movie is. I like that a lot, and it really just focuses on how do we make the characters interesting? How do you make the lead intriguing enough that if they're a one-man show, they can carry the movie? And I feel like that work is really, a lot of it rests on the shoulders of the actors, and in this case it's Matt Damon. In Hail Mary it's Ryan Gosling, and they're both two very capable actors who can do it. This movie also has the advantage that has this incredible supporting cast that we can cut to when we need a little bit of like exposition as to how the mission's going to be executed, and they do a really good job. I really liked it.
It's
this movie is fantastic. I'm really glad we revisited it. I'm not gonna lie, the runtime was kind of like, oh my god, this is gonna be long and whatever, but it's so well paced, and it's just it's such a feel good, like it's so inspiring. It makes you really believe that humans can be the best and try their best and try their hardest. And I think it's something that, like, we've been watching so many movies that are so not downtrodden, but like humans are the enemy, you know, like humans are always the worst and never count on people and blah, blah, blah. And it's nice to see a story where everybody comes together. Sure, things go wrong. Things are out of your control. There's in this one, there's no real villain. There's nothing like that. It's just, these are the situations. We don't always need a villain to count on things going wrong. You know, sometimes life just throws you a bad egg, and you got to deal with it. And I think that's great. Like, I think that's a really a good way to get people to really latch onto your story, because everybody's been through stuff like that. Like, you're trying your best, you're doing your best, and then something happens and it derails you. And what are you going to do about that situation? And I think that's rad. Like,
I hadn't thought of that,
really
but like,
cool.
there is I mean, of course it's a universal story. This, you know, fictional survival story of a man stranded on another planet. That's a great premise. Like, you don't have to, you know, I'm sure that there's stuff that is lost in translation when and if this movie is like translated into other languages, for example. There's a lot of like specificity of like who this guy is, this Mark Watney character, and like how he feels about like pop culture. All that shit is real fun, but like at the end of the day, it is a really universal story of how can all of humanity and the really big brains at NASA help this guy live. And you know, Adam is talking about the pacing, and like the sort of three main sections, I think, of the movie are the opening, where you realize what the problem is, and that includes up to Mark basically like pulling the thing out of his stomach and sitting there and kind of laying everything out and being like, I'm going to run out of food at this point. I'm going to run out of air at this point. Like, whatever he's like listing out as the problems, I need to create air. I need to create water. I need to do this and this and this. And I think that stuff is just so compelling because it is like horrifying. And even to hear like the people back home on Earth describe it as well from their perspective, like horrifying. Then there's the second part of the movie, which is I'm going to have to science the shit out of this, which is so fun and it's so inspiring. And you're on Mark's side. And then when he starts communicating with NASA, you're on everybody's side to like solve these problems. And I think it's the most fun section of the movie, obviously. And then there's a third part where it's like, okay, you know, we figured it out. Let's go and save the son of a bitch. And oh, this thing goes wrong. Okay, let's solve it. Oh, this thing goes wrong. And that last part is so like dramatically compelling. You are on the edge of your freaking seat, needing this guy to make it, needing Jessica Chastain to reach out and grab his hand and touch and pull him in. And it's such a release and a relief when like they're like, we got him. NASA, we got him. Like, it's great. It's like classic, I don't know, classic movie. You know, at times this movie's very Hollywood. I think it's not like a perfect film for me, not by a long shot. the things that are very Hollywood are some of those like, the Donald Glover character is great, but like the way that he, the way that like we were making fun, the characters are like, well, that would mean he's over. I need to get on a flight. Like, explain to me what I need a map. I need a map. It's okay. I know where he's going. There's kinds of Hollywood things where it's like they're probably different in this film and in this adaptation and in this script than they are in the book. The way that Andy Weir is going to be revealing information. Movies can get away with that kind of stuff of like, my God, it means this. What does it mean? And then have to cut to the next scene to whatever. And yet it is just so like such a feel good, such an entertaining.
It works.
Like the crowd pleaser of a movie. So yeah, dude, I really enjoyed revisiting it with you guys. And like I said, I just rewatched the 3D version like maybe a week ago. I was up late with our sick cat. He's okay. He's fine. But like threw this on the 3D version, knowing that we were going to watch this at some point soon. And I was like, well, I want to see it in 3D. I want to see how the 3D holds up. I want to see if I want to hold on to this Blu-ray, and I'm holding on to it, dude. It's a damn good 3D film. It's a really good one. Yeah. And like I said, I need to go back and revisit more of Ridley Scott's filmography. He's got a really pretty amazing and impressive and varied filmography. This might be my number 2. Like Thelma and Louise is a masterpiece. That might be my number 2 after the first Alien, and maybe this is number 3. I don't know. I need to go and see what else he's got, but like it don't get no better than this, man. This is just the best. So good.
Usually also I am kind of against propaganda films, but if we're propagandaing for NASA, bro, like I want people to want to go to NASA. I want people to look at this and look at NASA and be like, I want to be one of the best humans and do amazing things for humanity and be amongst other absolutely brilliant minds. Like, I really hope these types of, because they inspire me to like just want to be better in my regular life, let alone like imagine if I was one of those kids who graduated high school at like 12 years old. Like that's what I would want. Like I have those brains. I want to go work over there where they launched a man to Mars and then kept him alive and then brought him back. Like that's great. That's really, it's a good goal. And I think it's a good, even though, like it's, I maybe calling it propaganda was a little bit too much, but like it's painting NASA in an absolutely positive light. But I think NASA should be painted in a positive light.
I agree.
They're doing great things.
Yeah,
I do appreciate how this movie did include the Chinese space program, and because it adds to the theme of like, I've had this conversation before, and I understand like why NASA in 1969 sent a mission to the moon, and it wasn't just for the science of it. They did it to beat the Russians. It was American propaganda. I get it, and yet I still like am proud as a human being that human beings did that. I almost I think of it that way before I think of it as I'm proud as an American that Americans did that. I don't give a shit. Like, all credit to the Russian cosmonauts that sacrificed so much, and those really brilliant folks that were working on that space program as well. Like, and the reason that the space race was happening was also because it was weapons and because Sputnik was a satellite, and all of that Cold War fear led to that. But I still choose to believe that the people who work at NASA, who choose that kind of life and to be an astronaut, they do it because they have like Star Trek in their heart, because that's what they believe to be the most important thing that human beings could do. I mean, Neil's words, man, he said, "This is one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." And and it's romantic, and it's this movie is also one of those like, I would love it if the world worked this way. I would love it if these were the kinds of problems that we as human beings around the world were solving, instead of pointing our guns at each other and all that other hippy dippy shit you can say about the state of the world. But it's true. It's just like, I would rather we spent money on this, obviously, than all the other bullshit that, anyway, whatever. You can go off on a tangent, but yes, that feeling, I choose to believe that people who go to NASA do it for that. Maybe there's a little bit of, I'd like to be the first person to walk on Mars. I'd like that glory. I'd like to that. I mean, maybe there's a little bit of when those when those people are picked to be astronauts and those kinds of programs and stuff, like knowing they're going to be doing television interviews and they're going to be the face of a program or whatever. There's a little bit of the same with the maybe to a degree. It's the same with anybody who chooses to have any kind of a political job. as a politician, because a part of it is like you got a bit of an ego. You think that you can take on that kind of attention and scrutiny. But you know, there are folks who step up for that kind of stuff, but I think they have good intentions at heart. And I feel like any NASA nerds, good intentions for me. Good intentions.
I mean, if you want like any insight into like the high that NASA JPL employees get, just go look at when the Curiosity rover landed on Mars. Go watch the moment that they like confirm. All right, we landed on Mars. They go bananas. They start jumping around. They're hugging each other. Like these people have a passion for space, for travel, for you know, science, and understanding like what's out there in the solar system, in other galaxies potentially, if we ever are lucky enough to really be able to dig into that. And yeah, like I love that shit. I love going to the California Science Center at USC to go see like just anything and everything about NASA. I mean, I bought a jacket there with like NASA embroidery and all kinds of stuff. I think that shit is so cool. And it is because of like, for me, it's things like, you know, Star Wars, Interstellar, those types of movies, like any like Sunshine, 2001: A Space Odyssey. I love that shit. I love those types of movies. I loved growing up in San Diego and being able to go to the Reuben H. Fleet Science Center and watch the incredible documentaries like Hubble and Space Station and like Deep Sky. I saw at California Science Center. I think all that stuff is so fascinating. So when we get a movie like Martian, Interstellar, Hail Mary, whatever, I'm there day one, because to me, like, especially now as like filmmaking has become so advanced and we can use technology, whether it's like visual effects technology and all that stuff, to replicate real data and to create what a real wormhole will look like, or a black hole, and to like show off what like a galaxy, you know, a solar system on the other side of our galaxy will look like. I think that stuff is so cool, and to be able to like sit in a movie theater and experience that on a big screen in a community setting, like that is the best shit. That is my favorite shit. I love superhero movies. I love horror movies, but every once in a while when we get these incredible science fiction stories that just feel like they could really happen, it's the highest high that I could experience in life. And I think like, you know, I think that's the kind of stuff that influences people to want to go be astronauts or to study science or to study space. And it's so cool to see, just like these movies propose, you know, like when people come together and they have a common goal and they really set their heart to it and they follow, you know, the rules of science and all these things and engineering, and this kind of stuff happens and you land a rover on Mars. That's incredible. That's why I said, like, you know, God willing, we make it to the 2080s. When we get close to 100, where are we going to be? What incredible thing will humanity have achieved? Hopefully not destroying ourselves. Hopefully it's setting a rover on another planet in our solar system. You know, if
finding something cool.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh man, it's so cool. Like, I think it's one of those things that I never talk about because there's really no place to talk about it. But like as a kid, I wanted to so badly be an astronaut. I wanted to go to space.
I see.
Like,
I did not know this. I did not know this about you, Adam.
If somebody was like, hey man, you have one chance to go to space, I'm like, bye everyone, I'm out, I'm going. I would 100% go.
A NASA scientist breaks into your house. Adam, we need you.
Yeah.
You'd be like, bye.
To do what? Make reaction videos in space? Yes. All right, I'm in.
Yeah, man, it's a messed up hypothetical, but I've also thought about it too. Would you go to the moon and have a chance to walk on the moon? You know, in some sort of a mission that's like safe-ish, but you have a 50% chance you will die.
Right.
I swear to God, guys, I might take that. I might go just because, like, I cannot imagine that feeling. I cannot imagine that feeling as a human being. Yeah. To be able to look at Earth from the moon, get out of here.
I mean, that's the way that the hairs on my arm.
You date a Kardashian.
Yeah.
The way that the hairs on my arm stood up, seeing those first infrared images from the James Webb telescope.
Yeah. Oh,
it's euphoric. unbelievable.
Insane, it's so
unbelievable.
Oh,
Anyways, we can go on a whole tangent about space.
Right. We're gonna start a space podcast.
I know.
It's almost midnight. Time to go to bed, guys.
Man. So good. But guys, if this is your first time watching Long, or if this is the first time revisiting The Martian in a long time, let us know what you thought about it. We spend more time talking about like the opportunity of going to space rather than talking about like the movie itself. It's a great movie. I don't know what you want me to tell you. It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's already 10 years old. Yeah,
I know. It's a
Draw
great
your
time.
own conclusions.
Yeah, but check out everything else we're watching. Check out all the Uncut reactions for all the shows and movies we have on Patreon. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.